Welcome everybody to the weekly vlog. And in this week's vlog we're changing things up a bit. Why? Well, you guys have been asking me, thank you very much, everybody does drop me an email or on Instagram. I've been getting a lot of incoming about marathon training. And should you do this, should you do that, what's good this, what's good that. So I'm actually got some shoes to film in terms of reviews when I get back after this run. So what we're going to do in this week's vlog, we're going to change it up. I'm going to head to the studio and I'm going to give you sort of, I don't know, should we say 5 things I wish I knew before I started marathon training. Yeah, or when I started marathon training. Give you some sort of tips and hints about that and do it that way this week in the studio. So I'm going to get this run done. I'll see you now back in the studio and we'll try and help some of you out.
Now, marathon training is hard, people, and never underestimate the sort of how hard it is. And I think, I'm hoping, with the things, the 5 things I'm going to give you today, it may make it a little bit easier. Am I qualified to say so? Yes. If you didn't know, I'm a qualified running coach and athletics coach. I've also done quite a few marathons. For example, this year I'm training for my 5th London Marathon. So just to give you a bit of background on it. So the first thing that I think you need to know is that your marathon training plan is not going to be perfect. I can tell you now that it won't go to plan. Your training plan won't go to plan. It is a plan, it is fluid, and you've got to be understanding of the fact that life's going to get in the way. If you're training for your first marathon, the chances are that, you've not yet adapted to, training several days a week and all that kind of stuff. You're really in at the deep end. If you can't do certain bits on your training plan that week, it is what it is. Don't try and chase miles. Don't try and catch up. Sickness, illness, injury, all that's going to come at you at some point during this 16, 18 weeks. It's hard. Marathon training's hard. But what I would say is knowing the fact that it won't go to plan will sort of lessen the blow when it doesn't go to plan. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So just remember, it's only a plan. It's not the law. Okay, the second thing that I wish I knew is that cross training is just as good as running. Now, when I did my first marathon training, nobody mentioned to me about cross training. I thought, yeah, I'd probably better go to the gym, but that was about it. If you can work in the gym as hard as you're going to work on your running, you're going to be so much better. You're going to be in so much better shape. You really do need to work on that core, to get those glutes fired up, to just strengthen and condition your whole body. You're putting a lot of load through it and you're going to be putting it under a lot of pressure. And it needs to be strong. So don't ever underestimate the power of cross training. Right, the third thing that I wish I knew is that the quality of the run is better than the quantity of runs. And I really learned that, and I've actually put that into practice now. So it's a message I want to give to you. Don't necessarily think, I've got to chase miles, I've got to get something on Strava, I've got to do this and this. Look at the quality of your run. You're better off doing 3 quality runs a week than 5 that are all junk miles. So when I say quality, make sure that the run's got a purpose, that it's got an end goal, that it's, you've got an achievement that you're looking to get out of that run, whether it's I'm going to run this 45 minutes easy, zone 2, heart rate, whatever you're training to. But it's all about increasing the quality and not focus on the quantity. Don't chase miles. Focus better on quantity because the outcome will be better. Right, the fourth thing that I wish I knew is that you can't prepare for everything on race day. Now, I'm still learning that now, right? It's to watch my Edinburgh Marathon video. It still crops up now. You can't prepare for a stitch. You can't prepare for runner's trots. You can't prepare for running out of water. Well, you probably could. But there's going to be stuff on race day that's going to come your way. That you're not expecting. What you can do, though, is do your level best in your training to plan for what you can control and control what you can control. So practice your fueling, practice taking your gels, practice when you're going to hydrate, practice running in your kit, practice running in your new shoes, all that kind of stuff. Practice going out and running at the same time as the race on the same day. So if it's a Sunday, go and run at 11 o'clock on a Sunday, for examples. if you can sort of impact the things that you can control, when those things on race day that are going to be out of your control, and there will be stuff that's out of your control, you're in a better position to face it. Now, the fifth thing that actually I wish someone had told me was that, you know, there's no problem with walking. I was so sort of focused on not walking during marathon training, and even in the marathon, that, you know, I was pushing myself beyond what I needed to. And even now, as I wouldn't say I'm a seasoned pro or anything like that, but as someone who's gone through multiple training blocks, I walk certain elements of a training run. If I'm doing a goal post run and I've got a slight hit or whatever, and I'm at the end of the run, and I feel like I need to walk just that small fraction, I will. I don't care. It's not giving up. Walking is not giving up. And if you're in the race and you feel like you need to walk for a part of it, do it. Obviously, watch it, the fact that you don't get lactic acid build up and it causes you issues, but don't fear walking. There's nothing wrong with walking, okay? Especially if it's an active walk. Sometimes it's actually better for you in terms of recovery, and you can then get going again and be stronger. So don't have that mindset that I did when I first started training, that I couldn't walk and I shouldn't walk, because actually there's nothing wrong with walking. Okay, and the last thing, this is it. I said I was going to give you 5, I'm actually going to give you 6. And that's just enjoy the ride. I think we get so hell-bent on focusing on mileage and putting runs on Strava and you know, doing this, doing that, getting in the gym, blah, 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 blah. You forget to enjoy the process. Enjoy it, learn from it. You're going to be one of the 1% or whatever it is that does a marathon. So enjoy the training process. You're going to learn a lot about yourself. You're going to become stronger mentally and physically. But every time I go out, I'm enjoying myself. And that's what I want to give to you, yeah? Make sure that at the end of that training run, whether it's 20 miles or 3 miles, make sure you finish with a smile. Remember why you're doing it. So there we go, people. They're the sort of things I wish I knew before I started doing marathon training and running marathons. And I wanted to pass some of that knowledge on to you. I hope it's useful. If you're watching this and you've done multiple marathons as well, share some of the love in the comments. Put some motivational stuff down there that may help people who have found this video and looking for sort of help and hints and tips as they train for their first marathon. Right, that's it from me, guys. Good luck with your training. I'll catch you later.